Hello, welcome everyone to the Distraction TEW Series. We are in the second week of August here in our game. I am Jeremy Lambert, booking Raw, booking SmackDown, Joseph Hulbert. Joe, it feels like forever since we've played this game.
This is a great night. This is a great occasion. Tonight we celebrate Edward Kingston has signed for the All Elite Wrestling. This is 4 months ago by the time you're listening to this. And by the time you hear this, Eric Bischoff made a famous appearance on Dynamite 3.5 months ago. I am happy. There's one issue, Jeremy. I have no idea what's going on in the second week of August, TEW. So we'll see how this goes. But I'm in a good mood. So no matter how bad the biggest party of the summer goes for me, it's going to take a lot to knock me off my perch here. Going to be honest. But it's go home week, and I'm kind of ready.
Look at all these people with morale issues. What did we do?
I know, it's very sad. Very, very sad.
Oh, we signed PAC, and we're going to put him in NXT.
Oh, wow, that's right. Yes, we did.
Completely forgot about this. Yeah, if you watched the last episode, which was last week, you probably heard us talking about, like, oh, yeah, we know exactly what we're doing for this guy. At least me. I was like, I got this go-home show planned out. It's good. It'll be a breeze. And that was literally like 3 weeks ago when we recorded this. It might even be more than that. It feels like forever since we've done TEW. A lot of stuff has happened, but we're back. We're going to try. And the thing is, we're still, like, we're recording this on the last day of July for people who care about this timeline stuff. There's still like 4 more episodes that people have not seen yet when we're recording this. So that's how far ahead we got super early in this series. And then we lagged behind a little bit.
We did. But, look, this is going to be a fun experience because I have notes, Jeremy. And I'm trying now to piece together what my notes mean. I'm here to remind you again that you have a faction plan. Do you remember who is in this faction that you have planned?
What's the faction name? Oh, is it the Cesaro faction?
Yes.
Yeah, Cesaro.
I don't think that was the official name. I think it was a working title.
Yeah. I don't think it's the Cesaro. I think I'm just gonna call them the Professionals. Like,
okay.
That bit might be dead for me on Twitter, but by the time this airs, but for right now, that's a bit I do. So yeah. Makes sense.
I mean, that works. By the way, so much has happened since the last time we recorded. There's been so many note section apologies since we last recorded this show, right? Like, I don't know who's going to pop up on these screens, guys. I'm sorry if they are rightly cancelled for being assholes now. I don't know who's going to show up. So here we go. The World Wrestling Federation. We are back. The stocks are about to rise.
Here's the first thing we need to do. We talked about this off air, and I don't even know if you remember talking about this. Investments. We're going to hold SummerSlam, which is this Sunday on our game. We're going to hold this in a venue, like a created venue on a beach. No one can... Oh, the screen is popping up. Okay. What are we going to call it? WWE Island. That's what we're going to call it. It's going to be an island.
Wow. Massive shot at Uncle Dana.
Island owned by WWE.
You know what rules about this? By the time this airs, everyone will have no recollection of this rumour. And they'll just be like, what? Like, what? It was in the PC, guys. What are you talking about?
Actually, you know what? By the time this airs, it might only be like a week or two after SummerSlam.
Yes, a week or two after Payback, end of the line that followed SummerSlam.
We're going to do it like Hawaii, I guess. It'll just be an island in Hawaii. Sure.
Sure.
All right.
Sure, that works.
Capacity.
Hang on a second. Be very careful here. Are we confident all our guys are the same openness in Hawaii?
Oh, like, definitely. I think most of them are... All right, let's just do it in Southeast. Like, it's like Florida
Please
or something.
do, yes.
Yeah, all right. Venue capacity, 100,000.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's all it costs to take? Can hold 1 million people. Is that what I did? 1 million? Yeah, we're going to spend 10... Oh, that's $10 million on this island? Oh, my God. Should we spend... We'll spend $10 million on this island.
Do you have enough zeros there? My eyes are very bad. I think so.
I don't know. No, it doesn't need to hold 1 million people. How many people? All right, that's 100.
Yes.
100,000.
Yes.
Let's hold 500,000. How much will that cost to take?
A lot.
Oh, it can't be greater than 150. Okay, well that's how much we're gonna hold then. There, 18 million to cost this. We have 54 million. We're fine. I don't think we're hurting for money.
Wow. That's a big investment, pal. Big investment.
We'll make it all back on this show. Like, we're going to make 18 million from this SummerSlam event.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see about that. I'm just glad you didn't do Hawaii because, for all I know, I pulled Brett from like a super accurate mod that was like didn't run Hawaii much in '94. You know,
Yeah.
like he is not. He's a 60 overness there, pal.
Oh,
That would
okay.
be the end.
All right. Well, we'll
Yeah,
do Southeast. We're running
that's fine.
all pay-per-views are going to be run on WWE Island. We're going to get our investment on this.
Okay, we need to see how the attendance is for this one, pal. This could be very sad showing here coming up.
There, we spent 18 million on WWE Island. We went from 54 to 36 million. We're really hurting with our 36 million here.
Boss moves, signing guys for NXT, just throwing money around aimlessly at this point.
We have so much money in this game. All right, what happened on Impact Unbreakable? Tessa Blanchard was the MVP. I don't think so.
Yeah, see, this is the.
Oh, that's right. We looked at this last time. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a world title match. All right, never mind.
Oh man, we just put the boots to him again. That was me. I'm sorry, Impact fans. I'm one of you guys now. Actually, I'm not. I've just requested another trade. I don't know where I am by the time this airs. Carry on, Jeremy. Let's get to Raw.
You were forever requesting these trades. Okay, let's get to Raw.
Yes.
We had a message from Sean who wants me to recap some Rusev thing on his Twitch.
Didn't he get banned from Twitch?
Yeah, he did get banned from Twitch.
Oh wow.
We're not going to this event's supposed to be in Puerto Rico, and we should not go there. We'll go to Great Lakes.
I must say, Jeremy, I'm a little bit concerned by the fact that we have upset approximately 14 main eventers on our roster. I'm a little bit concerned about it, okay? Gonna be honest, not a great sign.
Most of that is my fault for burying all of these people.
Fair. Good point.
All right, we have incidents. It's not great, but let's see what happens. Oh, this is fine. That's a protege right there. Britt Baker is a Candice LeRae's protege.
I mean, yeah,
Or the
sure,
opposite way.
that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. By the way, you had incidents. I do not have incidents on Monday nights, pal. This is our last on a house show, Luke. We're having fun. I do not have to worry about Monday nights.
All right, what happened on this last show?
What happened?
History.
Great question for so many things we're currently experiencing.
Look at that B+. Oh my god. All right, we're building towards AJ and Perfect. That's a SummerSlam match. New Day. I think I forgot New Day was my champions. I thought it was Arn.
Yes, you
Tully.
did. Yes, you did.
All right. All right. Let's just do the contract signing out of the way with
Okay.
Brock and Brett. Maybe I should do a debate.
Oh yeah, they always go good. Next week's AEW debate was awesome by the time this airs. You know that, right?
Yes.
It won segment of the year.
That's what
Did
I
you know
hear.
that?
That's what I hear. I hear it was a fantastic segment. All right.
I love this because everyone that watches this series is like, he had a go home show done. It was finished in his brain, but it is now of no use because of the taping schedule. This one's on me, folks. Here we go, Brock and Brett.
Do you know how much my brain goes through in a week, much less a month?
It's a lot more than mine. A lot more as far as the amount of stuff you've had to read in the last month is unfathomable. Can't even bear the thought of it.
All right, Brett Brock contract signing. This is gonna be like 9 minutes, but then we're gonna do a segment on top of this where Brock destroys Brett.
Is Brett wearing a hat?
No, he's gonna take off. He's wearing sunglasses. Like he's wearing. Remember when he returned to Raw and he just like wore his sunglasses all the time?
Yeah.
Like that's what he's doing. He's wearing those sunglasses, and Brock is going to stomp on them.
I'm just imagining, like,
I don't think
if
we
this
can
was
see
reality, imagine what Brett would write about Brock in his book. Like, he'd do like 2 paragraphs about how good of an athlete he was, and then 8 pages about how stiff he was and how dangerous he was. I told Vince he wasn't a professional. It'd just be wonderful to see.
All right, Brock F5 table stomps sunglasses. So that's a very important part of this segment.
Yes. Strong. Paulie is on commentary, right?
Yeah, he's just doing commentary.
What if the segment, Brett is talking to Paulie and the audience can't hear Paul because he's doing commentary instead? He's only talking to the people at home. Brett's just like, he doesn't know what he's saying. That'd be an interesting approach. While Brock just bobs back and forth like he usually does. Like everyone can hear.
I should actually put for Brock destroying Brett, Paul's just gonna go back to the commentary table and call just Brock destroying him after being in the ring, talking for Brock.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
I'm all in on that.
There we go.
Okay, now it becomes interesting because now you have to piece together the rest of this show.
Yeah, now I know I've got like a Walter squash, and then Brian makes his return. Remember, Walter has been, maybe you don't remember, but Walter has been threatening old Morrow for just mentioning the name of Daniel Bryan.
Yes, I do remember this.
Yes, and now Brian finally comes back. He's tired of Morrow getting threatened. He loves Morrow, and he comes back. He attacks Walter. That's the big go-home angle for their SummerSlam match.
So here's my question, because Morrow is the lead announcer. So who is explaining that Daniel loves Morrow in LA? Like, where does that part...
Look, Brian doesn't actually love Morrow, because Brian is going after Walter because Walter did attack him after he put him on the shelf. So he's coming back for revenge. And now, and Brian also just doesn't like bullies. So he sees Morrow getting bullied. So there's layers there, Joseph. It's not just, he's attacking Morrow and Brian loves Morrow. That's just my joke explanation. There's actually a story built here.
I wanted Morrow to be like, just shouting, Daniel Bryan loves me. Walter grabs his collar or something. That'd be awesome.
Who was great in NXT? Who can we
I have
bury?
no idea.
You know what? We'll do big King of Kings rematch on this SummerSlam Go Home show, Joseph.
Are you doing another squash here? Oh my goodness, he is.
Oh, 100% we're doing that. Brian is going to be the first man to take Walter past 2 minutes.
Wow. You have no respect for the Monday Night Messiah.
Look, people might forget this because it's going to be a long time before our WrestleMania. I told you I have WrestleMania planned. Yeah. Walter, Big E, WrestleMania for the WWE title, whatever title I have.
Wow. I traded Big E to you, correct?
Yes. I don't care if you're extremely unhappy.
All because I wanted Rick Rude to call Kevin Owens fat. Correct? That's a real thing.
Was Owens? I thought that was the Alexa Bliss deal.
It was all one deal, I think.
Was Owens part of that deal?
I think it was the Bayley Banks connection and Big E for Kevin Owens, Alexa Bliss, and Naomi. I think, which is not aged well. I'm going to be honest with you, not aged well.
I thought you drafted Kevin Owens, but you could be right. It's very possible. Look, that draft was so long ago.
It really was. That was a different time altogether. That was when we was like, let's do daily pods in the quarantine because this will surely end soon.
Yeah.
That was fun. Anyway, back to
Look, we got our movie review podcast out of that. And we're still playing TEW. That was actually a very brilliant idea to start daily pods. And I mean, obviously we didn't do daily, but we actually got more fun podcasts than our Thursday pod.
Oh, it was awesome. It's just I long for the days in which I thought it was a short term we'll do this until things go back to normal. You know, man, long gone are those aspirations.
Now we've worked these podcasts up so much that sorry, I saw our friend Ms. Mark use the gif of me taking a bump on the distraction.
Okay, sorry folks, this is unprofessional, but I'm gonna have to pull that up because that sounds amazing. Carry on as you were saying.
All right, Brian returns.
Okay, that is wonderful. Okay, back to Monday Night Raw in August 2nd week of 2020.
So let's say, now we've worked it to the point of, like, we've established the Tuesday reviews and the TEW series too much that whenever things do go back to normal, which it doesn't seem like anytime soon, like, we're still going to have to do these shows.
Oh, 100%. This is what we do now. This is a full-time. The Distraction is like, people seem to like this show. I don't know what's happening. Are we doing this? Is anyone recording this, Jeremy? Does this air publicly? Because it seems people are listening to it. I didn't know. I thought we were just doing private conversations a few times a week. You never told me it were going to blow up like this, you know?
What is my main event? I think I had a main event of like a 6-man tag, of of New Day and Nakamura against Cesaro. And
that sounds about right.
I'm pretty sure that was I don't think I've run that before. I know I've teamed.
Yes, no, you haven't.
Yeah, I ran that. I know I ran something close to it, but I didn't think I'd run exactly that.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay. Who are the actual? Because I can't use Freebird rule. So who's like the actual tag team champions? Okay, Big E and Xavier.
I love that our go home shows both are combined feuds for tag match plus contract signing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all it is, right?
Oh, not Nakamura, Cesaro. It's easy, simple go home shows that WWE just doesn't do anymore. I don't even know what their go home shows are at this point.
This is where I do sympathise with them somewhat, and to be clear, I have now shed full skin of WWE. I'm done. At this current time of recording, I have banned them from all conversation, but I'll do it for the sake of this show. I do sympathise because people just get mad at just generic announcements now, right? Like they'll tweet contract signed on Monday, and people will be like, "Please delete everything. I hate you." It's like, "Hey, hang on, let's wait a second. Let's see the contract signing." I don't know. It's tough, man. When you got to produce all those hours, I understand it, but I'm glad we're as formulaic as they are. At least that's fun.
We're gonna put Big E over because everybody's losing the titles on.
Oh wow.
Actually, I'm not sure I'm gonna have Nakamura drop the title just yet. Tully and Arn are definitely winning at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, Shinsuke's getting over big.
Yeah,
right? He's getting over strong.
Yeah, I mean Cesaro's got to get that title at some point. I might do a fuck finish in that match.
Wow.
And I hate screwy finishes. I might do the 15-minute time limit.
I mean, the biggest party of the summer, I think it's time to bring out the clean finish. Babyface wins, but I mean, you seem to be establishing a heel faction over there at Jeremy Lambert Promotions, Crockett TV style. Jeremy Lambert's approach here.
All right, I got to do something with Edge and the great. Have I had Andrade? Andrade came out and attacked. I did that whole bit, didn't I?
Yes, which means Edge is beating Andrade this week.
Edge is not beating Andrade this week.
Sad.
Yeah, no, not happening. That's a terrible feud that I booked. I mean, it's a good match, Adam Cole and Edge, but I've made it feel like nothing. Because I took Edge mainly for the name value. He's really in a position of Rollins and Braun of I don't have a use for him, and so I'm just going to beat him to establish guys that I do have a use for.
In all seriousness, how much smaller is Adam Cole than Edge? Would you assume?
Oh, he's world smaller.
That's kind of my fault. I'm trying to imagine what it looks like, and I just think it'd be so weird to see. I feel like Edge towers over him. I don't know. It's weird.
It's two different people.
It is fake, Jeremy, as I have to be reminded sometimes. So you'll be fine.
Did you not see that Adam Cole and Pat McAfee match? That was 100% shoot, brother.
Oh my goodness gracious! Who was it? Who was it with a blue tick that said it was a real thing? Who was that? Someone did it.
Was it? I feel like if anybody, I think Satin was definitely oh, is this real? I saw a lot of people questioning.
No,
is
it wasn't
this
him.
real or not?
It was a wrestler. A wrestler.
Oh, it was a wrestler? Oh, Mark Henry did it. Yeah, Mark Henry 100% was oh, that's a shoot, brother. Dude. We know what Mark Henry stands for.
Every wrestling fan loved Mark Henry, and then he was like, I have joined Busted Open Radio. Now everyone's like, oh, Mark Henry's out here again. It's a shame. I like Mark Henry. It's sad to see what happens to the WWE family, is the phrase I think we use now, right? The family, once they get their podcasting. They're almost as bad as us, Jeremy. It's incredible. Gulak. You're going to book Gulak for a second. Brave move.
No, I booked him last week. I'm booking the Up and Smoke guys because I don't have anything for them for SummerSlam. So, this could just be a basic... I could just do Gulak, Hardy, and Breeze. Just squash some people. But I want this match to be long and competitive. And but I mean, New Era is going to win. I need to actually make them a stable.
Yes.
We're going heavy matches. 2 20-minute matches on this show, Joseph.
Peak, I would like to fill this show as soon as possible.
100%. 100%.
I'm so guilty of that myself. I mean, I do it on this series a lot, but in reality, I do it terribly bad. Yes, Andrade just been added recently. They've been established for a while now, I think, right?
But we've got to take out old Bobby Fish and put in Andrade.
What do you mean, old Bobby Fish? Don't take shots at him now that he's blue. He worked some of those guys in the territories, you know. Some of the Time Machine guys. Bobby worked those guys in the 80s, man. He was there.
That might be like...
He's seen it all.
All right, so after this match, Edge comes out. He's got a steel chair with him. He just
on this day.
Yeah, he weighs laced. Is that how it says? Lays waist.
Yeah.
To weighs laced to old New Era with his chair. A lot of attacks on this show.
I feel so bad for our audience that's like, they came into this thinking we had our plans really like isolated, tuned in, but it must be like, oh no, they've failed us again. What a terrible shame. A lot of attacks.
A lot of attacks.
Does he do the thing where he like runs his hands through his hair in shock at how violent he is? Did he do that?
No,
I like when he does.
No, it does not do that.
Coward.
So, I just thought of something. And I might legitimately book it for SummerSlam.
Okay. How many matches do you have for the SummerSlam?
I think we went over this last time, and I don't remember. Like, some of it can be short, but yeah.
Okay.
I might not actually do Adam Cole and Edge at SummerSlam as a match.
We're going to do it payback next week.
Yeah, we're doing payback the following week. I just thought of an idea, and I might just have it as an angle and not an actual match.
Okay. That sounds ridiculous, but I'm going to just allow this to be.
Yeah. I mean, Joseph, you've seen the things I've booked on this show, so you can...
Yeah, I'm very concerned right now.
You can just imagine what I might be thinking of here.
100%. I'm concerned. I'm still concerned by your answer to my matches on SummerSlam being, I'm not sure. It's still a work in progress. You're gonna just roll.
No, see, I don't write anything down. You know that. Like, I don't write anything down, and I realize like that's my issue. But I don't write it down. Like, I look at my show history, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is what I'm booking for SummerSlam.
When we get to SummerSlam, I would like you to book all of your matches so I can see how many it is, and then I'll adjust accordingly. Okay.
Okay. I'll book like my 5 main matches, and then you book how many matches do you have?
So I have a possible 7, but 2 of them are like could be done on TV. You know?
Okay. Well, I'll book my 5. You book like your main 5, and then we'll try to fit in the rest. Is that fair?
That works. Okay. That works well.
All right. Where are we at on this show?
Tell me.
No idea. Who hasn't been used? And that'll... Oh, I need a high spots and a storytelling match. Well, the story is Seth Rollins is a geek and Walter is the man, so...
Easy story.
Yeah.
Makes sense for all involved.
The Steal the Show match. We'll go with the opening match. I don't think the last guys need to be told to, like, steal the show. Okay.
Probably true.
All right, we got a book. So Gargano and Bray and Candice, they're going to the SummerSlam. They're going to, and now it's in an island off the coast of Florida. So they're driving to get to wherever. They're gonna take a ship to SummerSlam. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna get 2 segments out of Bray and Gargano and Candice on this show. We're really booking. This is gonna be the first segment. They're in the car. What did I book last week with this? It was just them like going. I'm not even sure I have this as like a feud.
I hope it's not a feud. Why would it be?
Well, it's not a feud. It's a storyline. It's a storyline, not a feud. Like these are feuds, but they're storylines.
I mean, story is a strong word for it, right?
It's a great story.
It's a vehicle for Bray Wyatt to try and get over some guys, some folks that aren't over, effectively.
He invited them to the SummerSlam. Okay.
The SummerSlam.
The Summerfest. Yes. Jeremy Piven famously called it. All right, so they're in the car. They're doing a road trip, and Bray has fallen asleep in the back seat, right? Just fallen asleep. Candice and Johnny are in the front seat, and they're talking. And again, they know this is Bray Wyatt, but Bray is he's messed up. He doesn't understand it. So they're talking, and they're as he's asleep, and they're just like, "What's going on? Like, what are we doing here?" You know, they're trying to figure things out. They drone on. We don't actually hear their we hear the start of their conversation. We cut to inside the mind of Bray Wyatt as he is dreaming, Joseph. He is dreaming of he's dreaming of his future. Like not his past. He doesn't care about his past. He doesn't know what the past is. He's dreaming of his future. Right now he's a salesperson. But he has big plans beyond being a salesperson. I don't know what those plans are yet, but that's what he has. Like he's in this dream, he's at the top of the stock market. He's making all these deals on the New York Stock Exchange. He's this big time like Hollywood mogul. That's what he is. That's his big dream. Like right now he's just small time salesperson going to SummerSlam. He has dreams of being like a power player in Hollywood, and that's what we see here. So we run like a set of Bray Wyatt doing like his filmmaking stuff. We see a video of Bray acting. You know what I mean? Like in this dream segment. You can picture it in your mind, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I can imagine how bad. How great this is. This is amazing, I'm sure. Look, Bray will probably be good at this, but my goodness, this is. And what is this even for? Are we going to get a Gargano Bray match in the end?
I have no idea.
Is the end game just Bray changes to another gimmick? Is that what we're doing here?
Joseph. I booked these segments to make myself laugh, okay? I don't have an end game with this stuff.
I mean, you're going to have to find them some time at SummerSlam, though, right? They're going to have to do a skit.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a skit at SummerSlam. 100%. It's just going to be like a 4-minute thing. They're doing a skit. Here's the skit at SummerSlam. I don't want to put it on the pre-show, but here's the skit. I just thought of it. So they're talking, and they're doing the skit, and a wrestler, I don't know who it'll be. Maybe it's like Jeff Hardy or somebody, because I'm not using Jeff Hardy on SummerSlam. Jeff Hardy comes up to Gargano, and they're backstage. Bray, I'll explain it at SummerSlam. I got it though. I got it. Just popped in my head. I legitimately have it.
Okay, I'll believe you. I'll take word for it.
All right, who has not been used on this show? Braun, we don't care about him. All right, Styles and Perfect. We got them wrestling at SummerSlam. They got into a big fight last week. So for this, they're just kind of gonna do like quick little matches, and like AJ's just gonna beat somebody, and then AJ's gonna be like, "That's phenomenal," and then Perfect's gonna beat somebody like right after it, and he's gonna be like, "That's perfect," and then they'll settle it at SummerSlam. Make sense?
Oh yeah, okay. There's a real personal conflict here. It seems.
Look, it's two heels. It's not personal at all. It's just two guys who think they're the best, and they're out to prove it. Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
At least in my mind, I don't know.
That's fine. I mean, it's going to be a great match, Jeremy. Right? It's going to be. It's going to be like the match at Wembley that Shawn and Martel did, right? Where it's like both heels, no face punching. That whole deal. Look at this. It's, not only is it like wins, they're having real matches. That's perhaps the best part of this.
Yeah, I mean, look, they're gonna have one just like great. I don't want to do too many squash matches because AJ and Perfect are like already over. So this is like extended. So it's 9 minutes to show like, all right, AJ's doing really well. Maybe he gets a little bit cocky, and then Mustafa gets some hope spots in there, and then AJ puts him away. It's the same layout for Perfect. Both of these guys just think they're the greatest. That's the whole basis of this.
If you was watching this as a fan, what would you tweet when Mustafa Ali did a 9-minute job to AJ Styles as he was used to enhance the program about perfection versus phenomenal? What would your reaction be on Twitter, I wonder?
My personal reaction?
Yes, as a fan, as Mustafa Ali was used so just wastefully.
I would be happy that he's on television, okay?
Fair.
I would be happy that he's on television.
That could age badly. He could be the US champ by the time this is out, you know. You do know that, right?
No, he won't be the US champ by the time this airs.
Probably true. I mean, it's unlikely. There isn't a US champ right now, right?
Yeah. As of this recording, it's allegedly Apollo Crews, even though he has not been around for 5 months.
Okay. Okay, that was mean, but okay, I agree.
I mean, he hasn't been around legitimately for a month, right? Am I wrong?
I don't know. I don't care, to be honest. But I mean, I hope he's okay.
You do care because you wrote an entire feature.
I know, but I really checked. Basically, I was unsure if he was going to be on the show, and he did 18 interviews that week about the upcoming pay-per-view. I was like, okay, I'm safe. Nope, was not safe. Very sad occasion for me.
So here plays into it a little bit more of why AJ just can't put him away immediately. Mr. Perfect's at ringside. AJ's a little distracted, you know. That's
Perfect swats the chewing gum at AJ. And AJ says frickin' a bunch and gets really mad.
I'm sure you don't listen to AJ Styles' Mixer or Twitch, whatever he's on now. Him trying not to curse is amazing.
Yeah, I'm aware of that much. It's even better when he does. His reaction to himself is adorable. He's like a child. It's hilarious to me.
Yeah.
He'll on air where he's doing a podcast saying oh, someone's gonna tell him off. It's wonderful, but yes, I'm not big on the streams that lead to you writing stories that then get people in trouble, Jeremy. I'm against those now. I've seen the repercussions of those events, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's my fault for those Bayley comments with Ember, because I don't know if anybody else picked those up. Yes. Yeah, I started that feud. That's my fault. Gargano's mad at me as well. Very sad.
Oh man, is it because of the Bray Wyatt stuff you're booking on this series?
No.
Okay.
Did you not see?
Yeah,
did you not see the Gargano stuff?
No, I did not.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I try to avoid the Johnny stuff. It makes me sad.
No,
what's happened to Johnny now?
He's not actually mad at me. I assume this is our least listened to watch thing. So this is where the shooting happens on the Saturday TEW series. So if people really want the inside dirt, they can watch this series and get all the scoops behind the scenes of a high prolific headline writer. I wrote an article with the headline Johnny Gargano would love to get pregnant so Candice LeRae could keep wrestling. And if you read the article, it's very obvious what he's trying to say with that. I even think the headline is fairly obvious of what he's trying to say, you know? He wishes that he could be the one who stopped wrestling so she could keep doing it. And apparently people were tagging him and upset and being this is not possible and all. I didn't see this stuff that got tagged in him, but he had to take to Twitter and apologize and clarify that, you know, his comments and stuff. And I felt bad because my intentions weren't to you know, have that put on him. I thought it was a good quote. I thought it was a selfless quote and people would click the article. It wasn't baity or anything like that because it was legitimately what he said. It's not I was well, Johnny Gargano would, you know, wants to get pregnant or something. It wasn't bait or anything.
I'm confused. I don't understand what, how is that misinterpreted? I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know. People just they literally just read the headline and were tagging him and being just I didn't see all the tweets, but people were just you know, this is not possible. Oh, you know, this is gender roles and all this different stuff. I don't know. I didn't read all of it, but I was just what is wrong with people? How is this a thing? But Johnny and I are fine. We're best friends now.
I mean, you've always been tight. That's why you include him in this big angle you've got going into SummerSlam, right? I'm surprised there was ever. That's
true. When I messaged him and to apologize and I didn't apologize for writing the headline. I didn't do anything wrong there. I apologized for that. People were dicks and tagged him and that he had to clarify stuff because I legitimately felt bad. He did mention oh, it's okay, man. I love what you're doing with me and Bray Wyatt and TEW. I've pitched that to Paul and You know, he said he'll think about it. He loved that he buried Bray Wyatt on this show. So, yeah.
I mean, of all the lies told on the Distraction podcast, that is... I mean, it wasn't even like a pretend one, so I appreciate that, Jeremy, but my goodness, that was something. The idea of poor Johnny sitting down to watch this series is just like, it frightens me. It really does.
Look, part of that story is true, okay? You can figure out which parts are true and not true of that story.
It's obviously the TEW part, clearly.
Yeah, he actually reached out to me and was like, hey, I saw your tweet, because I did like quote tweet, and was like, oh man, I feel bad you have to explain yourself. He messaged me and was like, hey, don't apologize for me doing that. He's like, I love your work on the TEW series. That's what actually happened.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense, actually. It sounds more logical. You have 5 minutes left. You've done okay here, burning the last half an hour, haven't you?
What? I have 5 minutes left. I don't know what I'm booking.
That AJ Perfect ploy was quite smart. I have to credit you. That was very cunning. Cunning play, that was.
Oh my god, I've done nothing with my women's division.
Wow. Very disrespectful. You're cancelled, man. The Twitter accounts.
I am terrible at booking the will. Look, I'm gonna do a women's tag team lethal lottery. People go crazy for it, and things will be fine. Okay.
Well, I thought you was gonna say I'm gonna do a women's tag team lethal lockdown. I was like, jeez, what in the last 5 minutes of the show? That's a strong move. But yes.
Oh, I do have the big Britt Baker and Charlotte segment that we've got to do. Yeah. We've got to do that. I wanted Ric Flair. Rick was like, no, can't do it. Yeah. Don't know why. We didn't pay him enough. Even though we offered him $5. That wasn't enough. All right. I remember we planned this segment out. Like you had a bunch of great ideas for me, and now I don't remember any of it.
I do remember that Rick was like, I want to retire in peace, which was hilarious.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? And then the next week he showed up in real life during a pandemic. So angle with Randy Orton. But anyway, I don't know what you're doing here. Contract signing again, Jeremy? Another contract signing?
No, it's gonna be like they're just gonna bicker, okay? They're just gonna this is a terrible go home angle for these two. I fully admit this. All right. Britt's gonna come out. We did have something planned of like Britt shows like I guess the last week's segment was she ran down the teeth of the Flair family.
Oh dear. Okay.
That's what happened. And see, this would work so much better if we had Rick there and we could use Rick and to get like the heat on him between these two heels. I'm booking a lot of heel versus heel stuff.
Yes.
So basically just what it's gonna be is Charlotte's gonna come out. She's gonna defend the Flair family honor. Britt's gonna come out. She's gonna just be like, you're entitled, like I'm a doctor, and it'll be great. It'll be entertaining. I don't have it actually booked well in my head.
Are you aware that at one time, while Britt was a heel, you was like getting her over as like the Kabuki Warriors respected her, and now she's like the actual heel against Charlotte. This is insanity. Just proceed with it. I can't think about it much more. My brain is struggling with this. I thought you was going with like she's kind of babyface, and now she's the full heel, and I've only just realised that.
Yeah, but see, like Charlotte can't be a babyface. I booked myself into a corner, and this is how I've gotten out of it. All right, I've done a terrible job with my women's division. These women, they don't come to me with ideas. Instead, they're just like, tell us what to do, and we'll go out there and we'll deliver it to the best of our ability. They need to wait around for 4 hours at the door and be like, this is what I need to do. But they're not stepping up, Joseph. They're not stepping up.
You can't help them. You know, it's not like you can book them in an angle or book them in a match or have them win matches. They have to step up.
Yeah,
real sport
exactly.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's just a segment. I have no actual...
British Charlotte segment.
Wow. I dropped the ball on this feud.
Yes, you did.
I fully admit that. I dropped the ball. It's tough. It's tough running this stuff.
Yes. Can you hear the police sirens that have gone throughout this whole episode, or am I the only one that can hear that? Is it not loud enough?
Yeah, you're the only person that can hear it.
People are like, wow, what's Joe got planned for SmackDown? These sirens just circling me as I sit here in TW.
All right,
I'm fine, folks. I'm not in trouble yet. I have only drunk one Coca-Cola thus far.
Look at all these upper mid-carders that I just have no use for.
Yeah, it's wild. Your roster is just the balance issues.
Yeah, it's not good. I feel like I'm doing a good job of getting the people over that I want to get over. Obviously, my women's division has suffered big time, but that'll turn around after SummerSlam and Britt Baker wins the title and starts her long reign all the way to WrestleMania.
Give women's wrestling a chance, Jeremy.
We're gonna turn the women's division around after SummerSlam. I just had to get the title on Britt first, and I made them. The problem is I booked myself into too many bits. That's the real issue.
Yes.
I needed to get Britt over, but she's a heel. And then the bit was I just hand the title to Charlotte, and she's a heel. And I didn't just want to like take the title off of Charlotte immediately because I was doing the bow down bit at the time. So I legitimately just booked myself. I booked.
It's all true too. That's the crazy thing. Not one lie in there. That's all really your thought process. Amazing.
I booked myself into way too many bits for this. All right, B-. That's fine. It should have been a little bit better, but that's okay. Look at all this
How long was
chemistry. It was a long match. Yeah, 21 minutes. I let him go. Oh, it went too long for the all-out pace. Why? It's 6 people.
20 minutes is a long time, man.
Oh, the main event's 20 minutes as well.
Was it all out also?
No. Because I should have actually taken all out off of this one because I did that for the AJ and Perfect matches as well. So I should have just taken it off of this one. That's my mistake.
Why is Montez for the weak link here? I guess he is. Never mind.
Isn't he in this situation?
Yeah, ignore me. That makes sense, actually. Good mod work. Very good. Oh, look at this.
All right. People are excited for Edge and Cole. We've not announced this match, by the way, because it's not actually going to happen. I've booked a very stupid angle for that. Okay.
I fear it involves a movie, so I'm going to go. Bray Wyatt came across well in another C segment. Wow. You and Johnny are really on a fast route to a fight here, man. You really are.
We're gonna get Johnny over. In the entertainment aspect, and it'll turn into a match. Don't worry about it. All right, yeah, they have good chemistry in this 36-second match.
Man, you realise that if they had like an actual match, they could probably get such a good rating. But you don't care, do you? You just want to squash them.
Yeah,
no.
I'm not worried about Seth Rollins.
Fair enough. I can't really disagree with this.
He's gonna be in NXT by WrestleMania.
Yeah, 100%. He's left by WrestleMania. He's quitting. Dude.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Brian. All right, good segment there. That's gonna be a good match. That's gonna be a great match at SummerSlam.
The Summerfest. It will be very good. This is good.
All right, B. Yeah, AJ with an A.
AJ has been great thus far.
Oh, AJ and Perfect's gonna be a great match as well.
It's the heel. That'll be the only issue. It's the heel deal.
I don't know if it matters that much in this game. Maybe it does, but
I think it depends on the promotion. I think it does in WWE. I don't know.
That's
we'll find out, won't we?
Yeah.
You'll make sure that we find out this Sunday at the SummerSlam.
All right, okay. B+. That's gonna be a good match as long as look at this.
Oh, wow.
I did not expect that to be a B+.
Moments like this suck because it reminds you of how like simplistic the actual game itself is.
Yeah.
Right? Like, obviously to the game it's the same segment as if you've done like 10 minutes explaining what they say. It makes no difference.
Yeah.
Oh well.
That's why I just put Britt and Charlotte segment. Just go out there, do what you want, and make it work. And that's what they did. 2 pros right here. 2 pros.
You've got Britt over for sure, right?
I have.
Yes.
I mean, that was my ultimate goal, was to get Britt over and put the title on her. And then I would start booking the women's division. I could have done this much earlier, but I was all in on the Charlotte Flair bit.
I thought this would have been better.
It should have been better. Just a lot of B performances. Very, very disappointing. But what can you do? Superb wrestling. Decent reaction. See, I haven't gotten like all of these guys totally over. That's the problem.
Yeah, and I think Arn and Tully have the like regional overness thing on this, right? That probably doesn't help.
These last 2 segments are gonna kill. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all right.
I wonder why that was lower.
I don't know. Maybe because the first one was so good that like it was just a drop off regardless. I'm not really sure. This should be a strong B plus. Yeah. All right. Stock up ahead of SummerSlam.
I imagine that in reality. Like, how awesome is that? The first segment was so good that the fans were like, "No, don't hit each other. Don't fight. We like the contract sign better."
All right.
Man,
Good.
B plus
Stock
is
up.
good.
Do what?
Very good. B plus is very good rating
Yeah.
for a show that, like, at the end there, you were pulling things together from all different corners, right?
Look. I'm not gonna lie. I'm good at this game. I know how to play this game. It's just the ideas, in the head don't always translate. But if you just put them in the game, like it works.
I'm much better at playing the game that exists only in my head than the game itself. You're better at translating it, is what the point is, right?
Like the Britt and Charlotte segment. Like clearly, I had no idea what I was talking about, but you just put them out there, rate them on entertainment, and it's a B plus segment. So
Exactly.
yeah, like
I can't argue with
I'm good at playing this game. I just sometimes the ideas that I have don't always like make the most sense. All right, what do we have? Oh, Norman.
Oh.
That's fine. Whatever. I don't even know
It's
what.
nowhere near as fun as a drug test failure.
All right, Norman's there. What do we got here? Garza. Oh, Cedric. We gotta re-sign Cedric. He's on your roster, right?
I think I do use him, right? I use him and Ricochet.
Yeah. What? It wants $30 more. There. Here's $40 more, Cedric.
Didn't I do him and Ricochet versus Yoko and Roman once?
I'm
pretty sure.
did. Yeah, I think you did. All right, we got to send PAC to NXT. Oh my God. Bray is just burying Arn Anderson.
That is filth.
That's... All right, well, you know what, Bray? You're probably going to lose a match to Arn Anderson at some point.
Rightly so. Justice is
served. Look, Daniel Bryan knows that there's money in these Gargano and Bray segments, and that Gargano will come out of this better for it.
I think it's very cute that you think Daniel Bryan watches the show that you're booking. He has no interest in the program that you present every Monday night on the USA Network.
How dare you? Brian's there. He pitched this Walter feud. Brian, Brian's all about just getting dudes over.
Yes, but Brian locks himself in his dressing room and comes out only to do his segments. He's like, I will have no part in the rest of this.
Don't care, PAC. You're going to NXT, buddy. We got a war to win, all right?
He got paid enough, right?
Yeah.
He's winning.
Yeah. We got, what is Norman? We're just sending Norman to NXT.
No, I think I said this just bring Norman up as an actual agent, I think, is what I did. Okay. I think this was my play. All this is my fandom of the big wiggle.
Well, he can be a SmackDown road agent, though.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I may make him the general manager. I'm never going to do that. Forget I said that.
All right, there. What else do we have? We got moral issues, whatever. All right, good. Let's move on. Anything here? Who did ROH re-sign? Oh, they're just on their same network.
Yeah, no one wants to have any headlines this week. I know that the big story is the World Wrestling Federation as they head into the island.
We created an island for our event. That's still awesome.
The craziest thing is, and I'm no, you know me, Jeremy, I'm not a financial whiz here, but based on what I've read of the latest financial reports, WWE is like, they make more money per quarter than this game is ridiculous system fathoms,
yes. Right? Yeah.
43 million? Was that the number?
I think their revenue was like 243 million, and then it's insane.
It is sometimes, and I say this to someone that doesn't really like the product, it is worth reminding yourself how much of a like brand first thing they are now, right? Like it isn't even wrestling, is it? When you get to that degree, it's a very different thing altogether. It looks like another quiet day here.
All right.
It appears to have been.
What did happen? What happened on the Impact? I don't know if we want to check that based on their main event at their big pay-per-view. Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Madison Rain defeat Jake.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. That's fine.
This roster, boy.
Yeah, I hope we never have to do with that, pal. in. Anyway,
All right.
it's the Wednesday Night Wars tonight.
Here we go. Wednesday. Oh, we got PAC. PAC is coming in. Hot debut. Yes.
He's never even going to wrestle, man. They always book the worst
I
guys.
know.
Like, we've never even seen Tommaso Ciampa appear on NXT in this game. He's vanished.
Yeah,
But
he really has. He really has.
the Wednesday Night War, still a big event here in the Time Machine version of this universe. I don't know why, but people seem to still care, so we'll see who wins out, and then it's almost time to have a good time, right?
All right, what do we got? Dynamite, who is the star of the show? Omega. We'll take him once his contract is up. Don't worry.
Yes.
And we'll put him in NXT as well. Grand Metalik, Intercontinental Champion, Grand Metalik.
Actually good wrestler. I will say nothing mean. I will just grin, which you can't even see.
What happened on Dynamite? Paige and Omega against Guevara and MJF. That's a good match, actually.
It is. That's a wacky team with
Yeah.
a lot of obnoxious heel in it.
Yes.
A lot.
The rest of these matches, I don't know.
Tough out in there for Rio. tough outing.
All right, sure. Look at this. Private Party, a time limit draw with Jurassic Express. I don't know which one 3 is. Is that a Marco? Yeah, that's the Marco team. And that guy right there. Luchasaurus. That's what Luchasaurus looks like now. He's what's the word I'm looking for? He's gone extinct and then turned into this person. I don't know.
That's good. I think that was pretty good effort. I didn't know where you were going. I'm impressed.
NXT, Jinder Mahal and Mojo. Oh yeah, didn't even use PAC. Like,
who is Double Shot? Defeated Aaliyah and Vanessa Bourne.
Double Shot appears to be. Who are these people? Jesse Kamea, and Shotzi Blackheart?
Hang on a second. You seem befuddled at who Vanessa Bourne and Leah were then. Did that really
no, it's the name. Like, I don't know their actual names.
Oh, okay. Right, okay.
Yeah, Danielle Kamela? Is that...
They have pictures, though, Jeremy.
I know them from their pictures, but, like, I was looking at the name, not the pictures, and I was like, who are these people?
That was tremendous. That was peak NXT's banned content. Just watching you go from one phase to another, being like, I'm trying to figure this one out.
I was looking at the names. They got Bivens Enterprises down here, and no Malcolm Bivens.
Strong move. Very
Desperate
strong.
Measures. We got Dijak, and I guess that's Metalik.
We've definitely reacted to that multiple times, and I'm not going to do it here because I sense our audience is like, oh my goodness, not again. Not more Desperate Measures discussion here on the TEW series.
Have we talked about Desperate Measures?
100%.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember that at all.
I actually wouldn't want to even consider how many times we brought it up, because I think every time we record, we see the name and we're like, oh my god, that's awesome. Or sometimes we say it's not awesome. I don't know. I'm not following it closely, but I sense we're almost time. It's Friday. Wow.
It is almost time for a good time, Joseph.
Yes. I have my main segments, but I don't remember what I did last week, so that's not ideal. But I'll try my best, as always, to provide you the wrestling show that remembers its women's division, folks. That's what I'm going with.
I think it was the other week, in real time of when it aired, and I was because it was like the week of WWE Women's Evolution week. Remember when they announced Evolution 2 for that? Big announcement.
Yeah, that's great, right?
And I think we had like women's stuff, and you booked like, I think you booked Becky and AJ, and it was like the main event match, and I booked like Charlotte and Toni Storm, which on paper seems like this big match, but if you actually watch us play, you realize it was just this throwaway thing.
Just a way for bow down to happen, basically.
Exactly. What is it? New Japan contract. Oh, wrong button. Oh, Fale. Do we want to sign the general?
I kind of do. What's number 3? They have another contract offer. Who is this they've offered here?
Oh, we don't want Goto.
No. Fale turning up at Full Sail sounds like a piece of business.
Yeah, I think we got to go after Fale. He's the IWGP US champion. Jesus.
You're gonna have to pay him a lot though, because I'd imagine. No, you're not. Never mind.
Yeah, he's making. They got an offer for 62.
Look, I don't know what the situation is with this gentleman. I am willing to bet that New Japan pays him a frightening amount of money. I get that sense from everything you hear about the master of the bad luck fall. Yeah, I think I think they may underestimate how like the Japanese promotion, New Japan anyway, views him. It's very different, I think, than the mod makers will suggest with his ratings. I'd imagine they're very bad.
Well, the initial WWE offer was only like 2,000 because I'm sure he has like no popularity in America. Mm-hmm. But you know, since we're the owners, we can just pay him however much we want.
Yes.
So that's why.
The bad luck full sale. Okay, it's time.
An actual good angle would be like PAC coming in and having Fale as his muscle.
Yes, this is where the big boys play. Just do that whole thing. Oh man, imagine Fale just doing every Kevin Nash promo ever. That would be so great. Someone needs to do this. Okay, definitely not Puerto Rico, Jeremy. Let's make sure it's not an episode that takes place in Puerto Rico. Okay. Yeah, I get concerned when you glare at your screen. I sense this big news, and I get worried about where we're going here. Is everything good?
Yeah, I gotta order food for tonight. That's all. That's legitimately what I'm trying to do is order food on a different computer.
At this point, I just fear the worst. I'm like, oh my god, it could be anything. Someone's released. Something's happened. Okay.
All right.
I have my main.
No incidents. You're doing better than I am.
Smashing the cold beers. Okay. The main event segment of this show is, of course, the contract signing with Roman. In fact, it might not go on last. I'm not sure, but we're going to do a contract signing in 10 minutes. Roman and Drew. This obviously is its last legs. I'm aware of that, folks. If you're bored of these two men fighting, I'm sorry. This will be the end of that. I promise. So this is what we're doing here. It will not go on last. I've decided. I've made a statement here. I'm not putting it on last.
Okay.
But it is a 10-minute segment, and it needs to get an A. Okay. I think I've said this before, but if not, it is in that segment that it's announced that Yoko and Sting are both banned.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay.
Do you want them as part of the segment, just like there, or no?
No, I'm doing something else.
Okay.
Because they're going to face each other at the SummerSlam, the Summerfest. Main event: Randy Orton and Rick Rude. Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens in a match I've definitely booked before.
I don't know if you have, actually.
I booked something very similar. I remember Joe being in a tag match against Rude and like with Owens, you know. I remember us kind of talking about that. I sense. Hopefully not with Randy. Let's see.
Where's match history? Okay. Yeah, I didn't think you booked this match.
This is very good. Okay, this is our main event. 20 minutes. We're going to have... Randy's going to get mad. Joe's choking out Randall.
Oh, no.
And then we go off the air with Rude. Like, don't even do this as a segment. This is just for the audience because it's a nothing. But Rude's like on the Rentway kind of deal. And the thing that they're selling big is he's got nowhere to run this Sunday. It's just that. It's not even an angle. You know, okay. It's like the post. So that's fine. That's all for that one. We're good. No anger from Randy. No.
I think he's over it. He realizes what his role is now. You're just gonna bury him. He's gonna request a trade to Raw pretty soon. I can feel it.
Yeah, it is very sad. I actually do apologise to Randall. I'm very sorry for what I've done, but time machines change things. What did I do last week with the women's title triple threat? Can we find out that?
Yes. You had Becky winning that, and then what are you doing with Garza? You just have Garza just winning your main event last week.
Oh, he's facing Keith Lee at SummerSlam. Oh, sorry, okay. I was confused then too. Moment of Bliss with PMP was when I had all the teams, right? Remember I did that segment?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we're doing that match for sure. We're 100% doing the 8-person tag. Which is who? The Usos and Bliss Cross versus PNP and AJ and Ruby is the match I think I'm suggesting here.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, that is the match. Is that the best match I've ever booked? Yes.
So wait, what is this match again? Bliss Cross.
Yeah, Bliss Cross. The Usos taking on Proud and also Powerful. as well as AJ Lee and Ruby Riott.
Okay.
Strong match, pal.
I like this match.
Because I think I did do this last week. Like I set this up, I think.
I like mixed tag matches because they don't do that nearly often enough.
No, it rules. It's great because it establishes them both as being like equal importance. Right. And I don't mean that in like a pandering way. I just mean it's good for the promotion of the matches, you know?
Right.
What do I do here? We're doing a Bliss cross split, right? Which is ironic because
I don't know what you're doing with Bliss cross.
But I was setting it up. I think I don't know. Who cares? So let's do AJ over Nikki, and the finish would be that Nikki doesn't tag Alexa. She keeps trying to go alone, and eventually, when Alexa's taken off the apron, it backfires on her. She gets pinned. Lots of infighting here. Time-wise, this is tough. 12. We'll go 12 minutes for this for now.
This is the AEW special.
It is. Jim Ross is enraged. He's watching this from home and he's like, this sucks. Okay, we're going to do Bianca Belair, Ember Moon in a in-ring showcase, pal. What a cool match. Has this match ever happened? I assume it's happening like Largo.
Bianca? I bet it's never happened, actually.
I just feel like it's one of those like NXT house show matches that no one knew was going to be cool at the time.
Yeah, but I'm not sure Bianca was really there when Ember was there.
Really?
Yeah, like my timelines could be off, but I feel fairly. I mean, I'm gonna look it up right now because now I'm just intrigued. But I feel fairly confident that their paths never really crossed. Because like when Ember was at the top of the card, she wasn't gonna be working with Bianca, and then Ember's been on the main roster for a while. I know it might not seem like it, but
like 2 years.
I feel like it's been 5.
No, I was there when she debuted, man. It was after the WrestleMania where I like lost my mind and nearly cried because it sucked so much. It was after that one.
I'm way wrong, by the way. They've apparently wrestled 16 times.
I tried to lead you on track and you was refusing it. You was like, Ember's done 25
I legitimately, I don't know if you watched the basketball game last night between the Lakers and the Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the game where the ball was off of Anthony Davis, did you see that?
Yes.
And Reggie Miller was like adamant that the ball was it was going to be Lakers ball, even though the replay clearly showed that it was off of Davis's fingertips. But I'm pretty sure Reggie was adamant because he saw like Anthony Davis was so confident walking back to the bench being like, yeah, that's our ball. And Reggie just took that confidence. It's like, oh, this man's not lying, even though this evidence is right in front of me that it's off of him.
I like when he does the one where he's like, he's convinced and they just do one different camera angle and he's like, well, no, I'm not sure. I have no idea. No, I refuse to give an answer.
He didn't even do that with this. They gave him like,
he just stuck with it.
Yeah, they gave him like 15 angles and it was like, oh, that's going to be Lakers ball, 100%.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I can't remember this happening. I might not have had the commentary on. I may have just let out that I never listen to Reggie Miller now. But anyway,
yeah, that's the right way to do it.
Back to this program. Time on it. I want to give this time, but I fear for it a little bit. By the way, we've got Becky and Rhea on opposite sides of the announce table, which is something I've definitely booked many times before, but we're doing it. Becky's probably making a forward for Rhea on the microphone. I don't know what's happening there.
Do we have to replace an announcer on this?
Yeah, take Nigel off.
Okay.
You know when they do have 2 people and the colour guy will just go really quiet?
Yeah.
That's basically what we're doing.
That's every Sasha and Bayley segment.
Exactly. 10 minutes is fine for this.
Do you want this to be steal the show? Let them go out there and...
Kind of do, yeah.
Okay.
I think it's a good fit for this style. You know,
I just assume Bianca's winning.
Yes, she is.
Okay.
Ember isn't like really factored in, but she's very, very useful nonetheless. Okay, we need a Sting win. Sting win is what we need here. This set up a match, and then I'll find a heel for Sting to beat up while Yoko looks on with a leather jacket. Okay, let's go heel. Let's do a fun match. Let's do Sting and Dolph is a Saturday night WCW Saturday night classic.
100%.
It's one of those matches that you're like, oh, that sounds cool, and then it ends up going 41 minutes while Jim Ross sweats profusely while talking about the TV time constraints. We'll do another 10-minute match here. I know I should probably beat Dolph first, but I've got loyalty to Dolph, even if he hates me right now because of my booking.
Let's do since Yoko's gonna be at ringside.
Yeah. Leather jacket.
Plays. Leather jacket Yoko. All right.
It's a tough match. I think I booked myself into a corner somewhat with the Sting Yoko deal, but I'll cross that bridge when I get there. Okay. What have we got? What did we do with Bobby Fish last week? Did we actually set that match up?
I don't... With Bobby Fish?
Remember I was doing the angle where he saved Kushida?
Yeah, Fish save. Yeah, he did.
Okay, can we do a Bobby Fish promo with Kushida like standing alongside him, and he explains he explains his history of the Undisputed Era, he explains his history of Kushida, which is like a handful of tag matches in New Japan. Because next week we're going to do that match, Fish and Kushida versus Red Dragon. Not Red Dragon. Roddy and O'Reilly. My apologies. Let me make a note of this, otherwise I'll never remember it.
Alright.
Okay. What have we not touched on?
Where's my Miz and Lashley segment? That's all I care about.
I'll get there.
Okay.
I'll get there once I remember what they did last time. I'll get there.
Well, let's see what they did last time. They did, they reviewed tape study last week. You got to do something with Garza and Keith Lee as well.
Yeah, I may use Bobby and Miz for my other match because I want to do an angle, I think, with Garza and Keith Lee.
You don't need any more matches. You're at 82% matches.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
I mean, you still have 40 minutes to fill, but I mean,
okay.
If you're gonna do matches, they need to be short. Like you really need to go more on angles.
What segment can I do here for the Keith Lee? I'm kind of want to do one of those fancy video packages they do.
Yeah, I totally get that. I do that a lot.
It doesn't feel big enough on this show to like sling them out there with a live microphone. By the way, guys, I totally understand the game doesn't have any difference. It's just going to be an entertaining segment. I get it. But like in my mind, I kind of think this would get over better as like an epic.
Right.
You know. And Garza's talking about being the future of the promotion. Keith Lee's the present. Keith Lee has that cool voice. Smooth operator and all that. Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff.
Do you want this 5 minutes or do you want to go longer?
5's fine.
Okay. All right.
5's. Okay, what have we not touched on thus far? I sense not much. We've used a lot of people in these.
Miz and Lashley, I don't know what you're doing with Ray.
I think Ray's just out of the picture for a moment here.
Okay. Well, that's who you haven't used yet.
Okay. I don't want to waste stuff. I did want to do Miz and Lashley doing a match after their tape review, but the issue is I don't need more matches. Let's do that anyway, because I still have time to make the percentage work, you know? Okay. It doesn't have to be anything wild, like a 6-minute match is fine.
Okay. Against who? Just anybody? I mean, we'll look at the roster.
Yeah, we'll have a look. Depends if I've got someone useful sitting around, we can do a proper match. It doesn't bother me, but I just let's do Cedric and Ricochet. Let's do an actual match because they're not doing anything right now.
Just getting beat every week.
Oh man, such a departure from what I do in real life. Wow, what a hard gig for them to take.
What are you talking about? They're the Raw Tag Team Champions right now.
Which means they're still getting beat every week.
That's true.
Look, anyone that's listened to this show knows where I'm at with Ricochet. I don't need to go. Let's give this a little more. Let's give this 8.
Okay.
You know I love my 8-minute segments. I don't think I've booked one yet, Jeremy.
That is true. Who's winning, Miz or Lashley? Or are they losing?
Miz is getting the pin after Bobby does all the work.
I like that angle.
Miz paid no attention to the tape, and it's just an absolute hack. Still, this Miz Lashley stuff is so much better, like in our minds than I just said real life about the TEW booking system. Incredible low for me. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I'm looking at this the wrong way. Like the segments I need to do here are with the guys I've booked in tags.
Yeah,
right?
I was gonna say you need to do like interviews with Orton, Rude, Owens, and Joe and stuff.
Let's do a pre-match promo with the Usos and Bliss Cross because that sounds like the kind of thing that would make me retire from fandom because it can't get any better. Let's do that. And you can do a little, like a fun contrast of like the Usos are so united, but Bliss Cross, there's some cracks starting to appear. There's some issues on the horizon. So that makes no difference to the game, but I'm just, talking here. This will be fun.
It's going to be more entertainment than microphone, I feel like.
Yeah, lots of funny faces here.
Okay.
Okay, that works. And then we'll do for the main event. I think we need to do 2 like tag team promos. Owens and Joe, Rude and Orton. Where they're on opposite sides of an interviewer. You don't have to put the interviewer in just for the sake of my brain here, and they're just talking about both their issues, kind of thing. Because within the show, it'd be promoted as a really big tag team match. Because apparently, I've never booked it. So I'm delighted at this news. I mean, these segments should rate well, right?
Yeah. Let me add, so that way the feuds continue.
Yes, that makes sense. Perfect. Okay. Big time tag. Who's the worst wrestler in that match, Jeremy? That tag team main event.
Rude?
I mean, like in pure in-ring, I guess it just feels like blasphemy.
Yeah.
Just because he never adhered to the code of honor, I feel he should be. I guess Orton is literally like just the spiritual successor, even though they're nothing alike in terms of actual style of professional wrestler, but they feel like a good fit here, Okay, so that helped with the percentage, right?
Yes.
I wonder if I could fit in.
Reorders.
It would probably kill the show. I wonder if so did Kushida beat O'Reilly and Strong in the last couple of weeks? He beat both of them, I think, right?
I thought he lost.
We probably did then.
I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure he lost. Yeah, Roddy beat Kushida last week, and I don't know if he did anything previously because the trade was. Oh, he beat O'Reilly the week.
Oh,
before.
Okay. Let's do. And I don't know if this is going to kill the show. I don't really care. Let's do an O'Reilly and Strong match, which then leads into that Fish Kushida promo. Okay. Does that make sense? Like it cuts backstage, kind of deal. It's weird. I feel super wrestling heavy here, but I kind of have done a lot of the stuff for the pay-per-view already. I'm so far ahead of the game. It's hard for me to go backwards.
Who are they beating? Cruz and Birch?
Where is Oni Lorcan? Is he hurt?
He might be a heel.
Oh no, you haven't got opener on. That's what it is.
Oh, I misclicked that. Okay.
I was so confused.
Okay. Oh, that opens up a few people. Okay.
Yeah, let's just do Oni and Danny. They're my pals. How many times have I done this match? It must be at least 5. Has to be.
I know you use Oni and Danny to lose a lot. You've only done it once.
Got a B-, man. I should have run it back immediately. Let's give this 6. And Kyle lost, so Kyle can win. That 50-50, pal. Did you hear that? That was good. I've been doing this gig too long. Okay, so we've got 4 more minutes. Who could do with a promo here? Oh man, Sting in ring promo. 100%. Sting's going to talk about being the Stinger. He's going to
do this and that?
He's going to scream, he's going to shout, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. And then we're going to just, every once in a while, we'll cut back and it'll just be a one shot of Yoko's eyes, which are concealed by sunglasses. And you can just see the collar of his leather jacket peering through the camera shot.
Brock's gonna come out and smash his sunglasses.
Oh man, we've got to order this show now. This is going to be brutal. Okay, put Roman and Drew's contract signing just before the main event, please. I kind of like the opener of the 8. No, I don't. I like Ember.
Yeah, because you got to have a promo. You have the Bliss Cross promo.
Actually, now that I'm looking at this, is a better opener Bianca or Ember, or Sting and Dolph? Do Sting and Dolph, and then do the post-match promo of, after the match, post-match. That makes sense, Joe. Yes. That seems like a fun opener. Show starts and you hear that man called Sting starts playing with this and that kind of stuff. Okay, the next stuff works. Let's put this Space the Woman stuff out a little, just for my sake of my own. Just put like 1 up. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. The rest of this appears fine, right? Okay. Unless I'm missing something.
I mean, I think it's all right.
Let's put, just for the sake of balance, one of the segments in between the 2 matches there, so that we're not.
I didn't realize. Yeah, I didn't realize.
And then move everything. So, do you see what I'm saying? It makes no difference, but like the Rude, we haven't got no matches stacked up now, right?
No.
Okay, we're fine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I booked the same way, so I didn't see 2 matches. All right, good.
Yes, I think I'm good. What do you think this show's going to get, honestly?
I think this is a lot's going to depend on that main event. The Roman and Drew contract signing should be an A
Pretty
segment. Yeah.
Yeah.
The main event,
Okay.
as long as the main event pulls a B or better, which I imagine it will, this is a B plus show. You've done very good booking and getting guys over.
This was an elite 90-minute show that had to get extended somewhat to fit the 2-hour slot, right? Yeah, to be honest, if I give this like time and I just wanted to get the highest rating, I think this could have got an insane rating probably.
Yeah.
But it's, there's only so much. You want Sting to win pretty flat. Okay, that works. Oh yeah, they love when the Stinger shouts. Oh man. Yes, Nikki Cross is going to turn heel.
Yes. Okay.
Did we make that a thing on air or off air? I wonder.
I don't remember, but well, regardless, it's there now.
It is, certainly. Nikki looks like a heel there, right? You must say.
She does. Yes, continue. Okay. Oh,
It would be amazing if we addressed it there, wouldn't it? Like Jimmy Uso sounds like, hey, you're turning heel, right? Okay, yeah, I did the right thing not opening with this, because this sucked. Well, it was fine.
just a lot of C's.
Literally everyone in the match got C.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ruby had the worst performance with the C minus, and then Ortiz, and everyone else was at a C plus.
So unfair on so many levels. I can't even,
Solid
Okay.
B. Good video package. Keith Lee's voice and Garza just ripping off his pants. Garza's like faces and stuff,
Yeah, he's like a seated pro and he just sits up.
Yeah.
That works. These guys.
B minus.
This
once
is my
again.
go-to now. We're going to put this every week.
You'll get penalized if you keep booking it.
Man, imagine if Danny Burch and Oni were good on this game, how good it would be rated. Roddy and O'Reilly are actually awesome. That's fun.
Yeah,
this was always going to suck.
that was never going to be good.
You have to spread the love a little. Give everyone some promo.
Bobby
Even
Fish
though
is
Bobby
questioning why you gave him a microphone for 4 minutes.
But he's actually good. This is where it gets unfair. People, they vilify me for trusting the undercard talent. I can't win with these guys. Rick Rude's stalling around. He's like, why wasn't my promo 15 minutes long? What's this about? Okay, it's fine.
Alright, C plus.
Did the right thing not opening with this too. Oh, they didn't click.
Those 16 matches in Largo, they didn't build up enough chemistry.
I'm actually happy because I was concerned that this just wasn't that good. It feels like it should be good, right? So at least there's a reason.
Yeah, and it got Steal the Show, so it probably... I don't know if that penalized it. I mean, it says it got the crowd buzzing, but I don't know. Oh, that should have been much better.
Wow, that's weird.
You just give Joe and Owens a microphone? That should have been much
That is odd, right?
Yeah. What are they rated? I guess I can't click to bring up their profiles. Never mind.
I mean, they should be 2 of the top 10 guys, promo-wise.
Yeah, I would think so.
Oh, well. I don't know. It'll
We'll
be
see
interesting to see what Rude and Orton
Yeah, I
do.
was going to say, we'll see what Rude and Orton got. Ricochet's the best performer in this match, and you're just burying him.
Oh, come on. I like the Ricochet. It's not my fault. Playing Paulie dangerously. It's not my fault.
All right, that's a little bit better. That still should have been like a B plus though.
Yeah, it's odd. And it says Rube was good, so I assume Orton wasn't that good. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Part of it could be like how hot the feuds are.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like your Owens and Rude feud is hot. I don't know how hot your Joe and Orton feud.
Yeah, it's very like thrown together.
Yeah. Oh, this was a little disappointing. I thought that was gonna be better.
These guys have not really I viewed it as a big main event program, and the game just doesn't agree. Right? That's mostly what's happened here. Every time I expect something big from them, for the most part they've missed. There was a couple good segments, but not a lot. Oh well.
That's why Brock and Brett are going on last.
Hey, look, pal, I've never debated that. I'm aware of the situation here. Hopefully the main event's good.
I think all right, B. That's about. I expected a B. Joe with a C plus.
What's happened to Samoa Joe? Is it physical decline?
Yeah, it might be physical decline.
I mean, I can't really argue with that, can I?
Yeah.
Really? Okay, that's disappointing. I actually thought that last 2 was a pretty wild 1-2 punch.
Stock is going to be down going into SummerSlam.
Oh man, it'd be brutal.
A little bit down.
I may get Bischoff here. I may get just cut. This could be the end. Imagine that we finish SummerSlam. You're like, anyway, Joe, you are fired, and someone else just takes my place.
They're gonna put me as in charge of both shows.
Wow, that would be amazing.
Phoenix is dominating Washington at halftime.
Oh man, is that happening now? That's how little I care about that. I didn't even know it was a thing that was happening.
Yeah, I've got Blazers and Grizzlies on the TV.
What was the early game? Was hilariously bad. What was it?
It was like Nets and Magic. Yeah, I can't imagine who was watching that.
Yeah.
Sean,
you've got to be really into NBA basketball to be diving into that one, right?
Sean messaged this morning and was like, "These games aren't on TV. That's all like local stuff." I'm like, "The important stuff is on TV." And he's like, "Yeah, but the first game isn't." I was like, "Sean, it's Nets and Magic. Like, who wants to watch this?"
Yeah, and also the Nets are not like it's not actually the Nets.
Right.
It's like a team dressed up as the Nets, basically.
It's the two teams who are gonna get swept in the first round if they make it, and like that. Like, it's you couldn't. I think only the Wizards are like in a worse position than either of those two teams as far as like who you want to watch, because the Wizards don't have like Beal or anything. Yeah, it's bad. Oh my God, John Layfield is going to All Japan. What a get for them.
Finally, he gets to pretend he's Stan Hansen for real. John just grows his moustache out and he's like, I am actually Stan Hansen. That is what I am.
All right, what do we have here? Oh no, Joseph.
Oh, that's nonsense. I don't believe it. Don't worry, Stan.
He's a steroid user. What are you going to do, just fine him?
Take no action.
Take no. All right, fair enough. Like,
Sting is a hero, dude.
His personality got worse though.
Or better, depends on your perspective, really. Sting would never, listen to me, Jeremy, never would he do that. He has a lot of young fans out there, you know. Oh, wow. Rival bid.
Yeah, we're going to pay. Look, we ain't worried about money. New Japan ain't, like, we'll pay Fale $12,000 to, what is their offer? $7,000. We'll double it.
Oh, it's done. It's a wrap.
We'll double it. 19. That's more than double.
7,000. We'll double it. 19,000.
Look, I wasn't gonna try to scroll through and it'll land exactly on 14.
Fair.
Just with the 19, that's fine. We're clearly not hurting for money after we spent 18 million on an island.
Yes.
Dolph and Ricochet very, very upset.
Oh.
Do you think they email? I mean, Dolph's fine right now. He's on a main event program. Do you think Ricochet sending emails to Bruce? Be like, you got to book me for some wins, man.
Ricochet sends a text to someone in the office of his latest tweet explaining that he's happy with the booking. He just sends it with a thumbs up. Pay me back eventually, guys. I'm still here talking about how great it is. Thanks, guys. That's where he's at. I hope it's turned around by the time this airs. I really do.
It won't be. Jeremy Borash loves some Angel Garza. Can't blame him.
He produced the video package, I assume. Right? That's his deal.
That got a good rating too.
Yeah. Some drone footage.
Yeah, people love Garza just sitting there taking his pants off.
Can't blame him. No. Cannot blame him for that.
All right, nothing else here. We move on to the day of the SummerSlam.
This show feels like we've been talking about it for like years, doesn't it? It really does. I remember when we first started talking SummerSlam.
We legitimately, I remember we did the podcast with Jack and Andrew, and I was going to the beach that weekend, and you were like, "Oh yeah, we can get to SummerSlam before that podcast," and that was like the middle of June, and we're finally here at the end of July.
In my defense, that I know this isn't in my defense. This makes it worse. That feels like so much longer ago than the middle of June, does it not? Like, my goodness. We've reviewed so many bad films since then.
We really have, because I think that was like June. Maybe it was a little like later June, like June 20th. Whenever Heyman got fired is when I was at the beach, because I remember being very surprised that I didn't know it was real when he got fired.
Yeah.
Oh, Suzuki won the G1. Well, that should happen, right?
I mean, always.
Yeah. Like, good. Gato finally booked correctly.
Finally, he's figured it out.
Yeah. Oh, Lance Storm. I didn't realize. Did we just like not forget about Lance Storm?
There was probably a reason, I'd imagine. Neither of us are anti-Lance, right?
No. I mean,
Cut to a clip of us 4 weeks ago. Yeah, screw Lance Storm. Definitely something that happened on this series. I don't know. I may be wrong.
Who's Kenny Omega going to be working with? Matt Jackson. Just Matt. What's Nick doing? Cody's gonna be Cody and Matt Hardy. Amazing.
Tough. That's tough matches to watch, I'd imagine. I don't know how much Cody can get there.
Anything? Oh, New Japan extension rumor. Oh, we don't care about Yoda Tsuji. All right, nothing there. Oh boy, we got some incidents. Oh no, we just signed Cedric. Please sign Cedric. We did, everybody. Don't worry, we got him.
Man, please sign. Now that is something that happened a long time ago.
Lance Storm. Yeah. All you guys one up. You're not getting called up. AEW is making offers to Fale now.
Such nonsense. There's no way. Which one of the executive vice presidents of wrestling relations content would want the king of the bad luck fall?
Cody 100% wants him.
When we get him, we're going to sign Okada just so he can lose to him in an event we call the New Japan Cup.
I don't know if we'll be able to get Okada. Yeah, he's not considering either of these offers. They're throwing 8,000 at him. What's going on here?
I wonder what he thinks we're going to do with him. Like, he must be so excited about our plans after offering such a lucrative deal.
Oh, we're 100% telling him, like, you're coming up, you're going to be paired, you're going to be Ziggler's heater. It's going to be great. He's like, okay.
I'd love to see that.
Cool.
I would love to see that.
That's what he thinks.
We should actually do that. I may actually do that now. I've changed my mind. I may actually just do a Dolph Ziggler world title run with Bad Luck Fale next to him.
I do need to put Homicide in NXT. Poor Homicide, but
he's just we give him a contract
on both shows. Yeah, we give him a contract.
That was all I wanted to do. Just get the man paid.
Yeah, we took over that one territory. I don't remember what it was, but we took it over.
Yes, we did. It was a hardcore. What was the deal? It was.
Yeah, it was something.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly important. All right. Yes. Anything else?
I don't think so. I think we've covered about as much as you possibly can over a week of television booking.
All right, everybody. That's going to wrap up this edition. We will be back next week. Big SummerSlam event. I'd run down the card, but I don't know half of it. The main event will be Brock Lesnar against Bret Hart for what I got the Universal title, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Brock Lesnar, Bret Hart, Universal Championship. That's the main event. Other title matches, we've got Britt Baker and Charlotte Flair for the Raw Women's title, the Raw Tag Team titles between New Day and the Brainbusters, the United States title, Shinsuke Nakamura, Cesaro, and then Daniel Bryan and Walter. Those are my big 5 matches. Joseph, what are your big 5 matches?
I don't think I have 5 big ones.
I have AJ Styles and Mr. Perfect as well. I have 6 good matches.
Yeah, this is the issue with you not knowing how many. So I think you're going to show up and be like, I have 10 matches. I don't know. What do I have here? I have cage match. Rude and Owens. Finally, Kevin gets his chance here to. It's his rules here, right? Inside the cage, he can do what he wants. That is my main event, I would say. We have the disappointment ceremony between Roman and Drew, which I'm outraged about, even still taking place. I'm angry at myself for not stepping in. We have Stang, the steroid abuser, and Yokozuna. We have PNP and the Usos, Bliss Cross, AJ and Ruby. Who's Rhea, Bianca, and Becky in the women's title match. Garza and Lee, Joe and Randy. That's a lot of matches. We're going to have to figure this out on the next episode.
I really wish we could do... I really wish we could do longer than 4 hours, but yeah, we can't. So
probably for the best, based on how messy our plans are here. It's probably for the best.
Oh my God, do we want to take Leva Bates? That's how we're ending this show. Thanks everybody. Tune in next week for SummerSlam.